Ojistogwa su'a. Sunkwaya tizu. Kanien'keha.
This mobile app, I developed it because I wanted something to let me quickly and simply hear Mohawk words, how they were spoken, so that I could practice it and gain confidence to speak my language with fluent speakers. When I was growing up, my grandparents spoke Mohawk, and that was most of my exposure to it, and it was one of the first languages I learned, but along with English, so I've never been a fluent speaker. As I got older and I left my community and started working in the world, it was impossible in the 80s and 90s. It was impossible for me to even find a speaker to speak with that even knew anything about the language, and as the years went by, I started missing that. So one day I just decided to, after I had developed language translators and solutions for big corporations, I decided to see what I could do with my own language so that I could speak it and hear it.
Kanien'keha. O niyo ji azilu.
Every fluent speaker has their own way of speaking, their own understanding of and knowledge and experience with the language as far as how they translate it and where the origins of those words are from. And we can't share that and teach that with a computer. It's much better to learn from a fluent speaker. So a mobile device, to me, that is one of the best ways I've found that I could just hear a word, repeat it myself so I could gain enough confidence to speak it out loud, and go speak it out loud with my friends who are fluent speakers and my relatives. And then we have a full-on discussion about, whatever I'm learning how to say out loud. Like introducing myself, Sego, Monica Yingyets, Gawanoge Goa Daknagale. I'll say that after I'm practicing a lot at home, and then they correct me. And that's the other thing, we have different dialects in our language. So if I put all these speakers that I know and I'm good friends with or related to in the same room, we would have a debate forever about the correct way to pronounce it, because we each have our own way of speaking. It's just normal with any language. I think with an endangered language, though, it can get really, the debates can get really intense, because we're all so passionate about doing whatever we can to make sure our language doesn't die. Like, I have a default voice on all my apps. You can use that, but now there's going to be a button where you can record, like, say, your own grandmother and learn from your own grandmother, because we have all these different communities. We have all these different experiences that are, every single one of them are just as valid. The way I was raised was, if you find something is easy and you really enjoy it, like, go into that line of work, because you'll never be working. You're going to love what you're working on and be able to support yourself and your family and things like that. So I'm in the industry of developing software, and my personal passions, which isn't only endangered language, but the things that I'm really passionate and interested in, I use my skills to develop solutions that would help, that I hope would help make this situation maybe better for myself and other people.